Gosh dang these oil prices.
What's wrong?
It's all because of the oil embargo act. We can't drive to Florida now. Oh, the stagflation is ruining this economy.
I'm electing Jimmy Carter this year.
Yeah, I think I am too.
Hello, United States and President Jimmy Carter. We are holding this hostage until you, America, give us, Iran, arms. You haven't done darn near enough for the hostages. Nothing! What are you doing for America, Carter? All you do is farm peanuts and smile. That's not what America does right now. You're doing everything I can. It's not enough. Work harder.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
As the 1970s came to a close, the 1980s brewed into a hotbed of true American culture. Capitalism and Reaganomics dominated, leading into an increase in luxury spending and materialism in American culture.
You can't touch this.
1980 election, I would have supported Ronald Reagan wholeheartedly because he's the man. Reaganomics was the best economic idea that could have brought our country out of the stagflation in the 1970s.
Reaganomics.
Oh, that was President Reagan?
Yeah.
I should have liked Reagan.
I did too, even though I am not I'm a Democrat, but I love it.
In the 1980 presidential election, did you support Carter or Reagan?
Reagan.
Why?
I also
liked it better.
I liked him, yeah. I did.
What made Reagan so appealing?
The movie star. Back.
No, he was more conservative and
Was.
most of my views were more conservative.
Okay.
Ronald Reagan's Strategic Defensive Initiative, also called Star Wars, protects our nation from Soviet missiles.
I'm Danielle, and Star Wars makes me and my family feel safe.
The end of the Cold War marked another turning point in the U.S. culture. The strong social personality of the 80s bled into the 90s. But the economic and political structure changed.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this fourth wall.
The election of 2000 marked a change in U.S. politics. Al Gore and George W. Bush went head-to-head in a controversial and transformative court case and election.
2000 presidential election, did you support George Bush or Al Gore? And why? Bush. Why? Because he had a good presidential platform. Ding.
Wait, actually, you should have said Al Gore.
Okay, Al Gore. Are you like editing it? Yeah. Al Gore because of global warming. Wait, which one do we say? Al Gore because of global warming. Al Gore because he was Bill Clinton's vice president, so I was already familiar with him. I bought a Prius to support him.
After the tragic strike, 9/11, our world was changed forever. U.S. foreign involvement shifted, plummeting Americans into another long war. It would eventually aid in the crash of the long-standing financial structure.
Do you think President Bush was justified in sending troops to Afghanistan?
Well, I guess that was his call to make, so you always got to be behind the president.
Do you agree or disagree?
Should not be there.
Should not be there.
The 2008 election proved to be different than the many previous elections. Following the two-term presidency of George W. Bush, America was ready for another Democrat. For the first time, the array of men and women running for office was seen, displaying many interesting things about American culture.
Can you tell us about the role of Sarah Palin in the 2008 election? Do you have an opinion on it?
Sarah Palin. Well, I think they probably should have picked somebody that was like more people knew, that people would recognize for his running mate. Not that she wasn't good, but I think she should have been, out there in the forefront first.
Describe the selection of Barack Obama over Hillary Clinton for the Democratic nomination in 2008. How did this show a shift in politics?
It was a liberal shift in the Democratic Party. I will not say African American rights of any.
No, you have to say it. No, you have
well,
to say it.
It's okay. I already got her saying that, so it's okay.
So, what is the word? Abolition?
Suffrage.
African American suffering came. What?
Suffrage.
Suffrage. African American suffrage came before women's rights.
Greatest music in the 1970s was Led Zeppelin.
Favorite 1960s TV show and why?
Oh, I was that was before I was born.
I see. What about 70s or 80s? 60s.
Leave it to Beaver.
Oh, I like the Mickey Mouse Club.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Brady Bunch.
What about
Friends.
My favorite film of the 1970s, I think it was in the 1970s, was Soylent Green. Great movie.
Internet has changed my life.
Look, it's One Direction! Look,